Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Manzoor Ahmed from GHS Vilgam. It's class 10 subject science, and today's topic is the male reproductive system. It's one of the important topics about which always in the exams is asked. So we are going to deal what is male reproductive system, and actually we will see how the sperms are formed. The human reproductive system, as you will see on the board, consists of the following organs. That is, it consists of, these are called testes, and inside, and this is called pens. This is called pens. It consists of bladder. It is the seminal vesicles, and here it is the prostate gland. This coil which runs through this, it is called vas deferens. And here it is called urethra because it comes from the bladder. So these are the organs of the male reproductive system. One more thing is here that these testes lie outside the body because sperm formation requires less temperature or low temperature, at least 3 degrees less than the body temperature. As all of you know that the body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius or 98 Fahrenheit. 37 degrees Celsius is the normal body temperature, and this sperm requires 3 degrees less than the body temperature, that is 37. That means it requires 34 degrees Celsius to get formed, and the sperm requires less temperature for its formation. That is the reason why these testes are outside the body or outside the abdominal cavity. And these testes lie in a pouch-like structure, in a bag-like structure that is called scrotum. Now in these testes, what happens? This sperm is formed. Testes are oval-shaped outside the abdominal cavity, inside the scrotum, and are primary reproductive organs in male. In females, it is the primary reproductive organ. These testes are oval-shaped, as you see. These are oval-shaped, and they lie outside the abdominal cavity and lies inside a bag-like structure that is called scrotum. And this testes, when the sperms are produced, because these are the male reproductive organs, primary reproductive organs for the formation of sperm. When sperm is formed, there remains sperm. It is a coil-like structure here, and this is called epididymis. This epididymis stores the sperm for some time, and when body requires to eject it out, it is then ejected out. Then this sperm comes out. When this comes out from this epididymis, it runs through another tube-like structure that is called vas deferens. These are large tube-like structures, and these are called vas deferens. So sperms, when they are formed in the testes, runs into the epididymis. These are coil-like structures, and here sperms get stored for some time. After that, sperms comes out of this epididymis, and then they moves through this vas deferens, and after reaching here is a vesicle that is called seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle and prostate glands add their secretions to this sperm. When the secretions from the vas deferens, as you see that these sperms come out from this epididymis, then it moves through the vas deferens. This is the vas deferens. Then reaching here, that is seminal vesicles, and this is also a gland. This lies up behind these vas deferens and urethra. So it seems divided into 3 parts. Actually, it is behind these vas deferens and urethra. So prostate gland and seminal vesicles add their secretions. These produce secretions to the sperms. After the sperm gets the secretions from prostate gland and seminal vesicles, now it is called semen. Up to this point, when the sperm reaches here, it is acted upon, it is added upon by two secretions, one secretion from the seminal vesicle and another secretion from the prostate gland. These prostate glands and seminal vesicles add their secretion to the sperm, and now it is called semen. This semen then passes through this urethra. This is a urethra. Why it is called urethra? Why it is not called vas deferens? Because the urethra is the opening from the bladder, urinary bladder, the tube-like structure which comes from the bladder down through the penis. It is called a urethra. So it is a common gland. So urethra is here the common gland which through which urine comes out, as well as through which the semen comes out, and this urethra then runs through muscular structure that is called penis. This is the penis, and through the penis runs the tube-like structure that is called the urethra. So urethra, through urethra, both urine as well as semen passes. When this sperm reaches here, then it is ejected out and is passed into the vagina of the female. You will also remember that the testes are present from the very beginning, from the baby, when the baby born takes birth. That means when the baby takes birth, they are having also the testes at that time, but up to the puberty, up to the age of 12 to 13 years, these sperms are not produced. They do not have the capacity to produce sperms. After reaching the age of puberty, these sperms are produced by the testes. That means after a certain age, at the age of 13 years or 12 years, these sperms are produced. Up to puberty, sperm is not produced or semen is not produced. So this was all about the male reproductive system, how the male reproductive system produces sperm. This was one of the important questions being asked in the exams, and I told you the different parts of the male reproductive system, and I also told you what is the function of every organ. Though sperms are produced in the testes, and here it runs through the vas deferens, then there are added seminal vesicles and prostate gland secretions, and then it becomes semen. That semen passes through the urethra, because I told you urethra is the tube-like structure that comes from the urinary bladder, and it through this urethra, both sperm as well as urine are passed out through the they reach to the penis, then from both urine and sperm are ejected out. So this was all about male reproductive system. Now we will discuss female reproductive system in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.